Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have another review here for a Dragon Ball Z film, another one that I grew up on as a kid. I have my VHS tape sitting right here once again. This is a 1992 film that came out right after the return of Kikle, the awesome, crazy sci-fi fantasy flick that I love deeply. This one I watched a million times as well. It's called Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13 with an exclamation point. I don't know why. It'll be in my title, just like it is the title of the movie. Anyway, this is about 46 minutes long, and for the most part, it's almost non-stop fighting. Almost non-stop. So the prologue of this movie basically has androids 17 and 18 get loose and kill Dr. Gero, and apparently he had a few more androids sitting in the room in their own containers that weren't ready yet, and they get released on the same day that Goku and Gohan and Chi-Chi happen to be out looking for new clothes for Gohan and Goku, because Chi-Chi is sick of Goku's orange and blue outfit, and the rest of the group are kind of just spread out everywhere. I think some of them are like a picnic or something, I don't know. Anyway, there's two androids, I forgot what they are. I think it's like 11 and 12, I think is what they were. There's a really short guy who's purple that I'm convinced was supposed to be colored completely black, like Mr. Popo black at some point, and was recolored for the American version. I don't know. I kind of wonder, but he's purple. And there's a tall guy who's huge and muscular. He's another android, like I said, that is gray, very gray. But he's also wearing like a tunic around his like bottom, like his crotch area, and it's kind of weird looking. It looks like he's wearing like a swimsuit underneath that. I don't know. Anyway, these two come out of nowhere and go after Goku and try to kill him while Gohan and everybody else basically try to get Chi-Chi and civilians out of the way. They get attacked while they're trying to eat lunch, and it's pretty crazy. This film also happens to have my boy Trunks in it, as well as Vegeta, so this is kind of post-Cell Games at this point. Or not Cell Games, but post-Frieza being killed and Trunks being introduced. Trunks is so awesome and badass in here, just like he is in like the Broly movie, and whatever other movies he shows up in, like BoJack Unbound. Anyway, this is, like I said, most of the time just kind of non-stop action and fighting. It's Super Saiyans versus androids. If you love that kind of thing, you'll love this movie. If you love Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, all of those characters, this is going to be up your alley. It's very awesome, man. And then there's another android that shows up called Android 13, who eventually can transform into a blue, orange-haired super android, which is kind of weird. We never heard of that much aside from Cell. But, you know, I think this is before Cell even showed up in the franchise, as far as I know. Anyway, this is an awesome film. The music isn't as good as usual, but it's good for this movie. The animation is fantastic. It's a very, very colorful Dragon Ball Z movie. It's crazy and zany and wild. It's a lot of fun because of all the fighting and action. The fights themselves are badass. Goku has some really cool moments in here. I feel like Vegeta's kind of disrespected just a little bit in this movie. Not entirely, but just enough to kind of make you think, well, damn. Vegeta's kind of a little whiny sometimes in this movie. Even more so than he is in the Broly movie. But even so, I don't really have much more to say about Super Android 13 as a film. It's well made, it's a good film, it's obviously above average. It's a fun time, man. If you love Dragon Ball Z, and if you love this era of Dragon Ball Z, with so many Super Saiyans being all over the place, there's some really good moments like this one scene with Trunks and Goku and Vegeta all being in Super Saiyan form, and this certain guitar riff and melody that I've had burned in my head since I was a kid when I used to watch this over and over again. I really love that. I think it has a lot going for it if you haven't seen it before. Don't pass up on this one. Don't be one of those canon weirdos who are obsessed with that. Just watch it, enjoy it for what it is, as a big crazy fight, and kind of dumb movie. It's kind of a big dumb Dragon Ball Z movie, but it's still great and charming for what it is, and like I said, the animation and all that is really good. It'll really impress you if you haven't seen it before. Anyway, with all that being said, I don't have much more to tell you. It's a short film. Pacing flies by, it's excellent in that, despite there not being much story. This is for more of the kind of child group of fandom, which is awesome. You know, I really enjoyed that as a kid, and even now, rewatching it. My VHS tape is getting a little weird, though. It was starting to make some weird noises when I was rewatching this about 2 weeks ago, So I was very worried at first that my VCR was going to crap out before I could get to things like the Broly VHS tape I have. And no, it survived. Somehow, some way. I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a good one. It's worth your time, like I said. Thank you all for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about this movie. Is it in your top 5? I don't know if it would be in my top 5 anymore. I don't know. Back in the day, if you'd asked me, I probably would have said yes, maybe 5-10 years ago. But now, not so much, I would say. It's a good one. I like it a lot. But it's not, like, perfect the way I think it could have been. You know, it's a good time, though. Definitely a good time. So anyway, let me know everything you think about the movie and my review down in the comments section down below, like I said. Thank you all for watching, guys. Catch you later. God bless you all, and goodbye.